Alright, today is Blade Friday, and just as a side note, this was left over from a New Year's Eve party. Nobody seemed to want it, so I took possession of it. This is the E&J Vanilla Brandy, and it is, let's see, 30% by volume, so that makes it 60 proof. It's in a glass bottle, and it was manufactured in Modesto, California. There's their phone number. And this bottle, empty bottle, is worth 5 cents in Iowa, Maine, and Vermont, 15 cents. So that's the vanilla brandy. Quite nice. So let's take a look at the Blade Friday blade. It is a Kershaw. And one of the nice things, you can see it's made in the USA. It is the Kershaw Leek, and it is a camo stonewash variety. That's the box. Let's take a look at this blade. So as you can see, it has the camo finish, and that is anodized aluminum. So it's very slippery. And it's very thin. I prefer the G10, but this looks pretty nice. So it has a two-way pocket clip only. So that's on one way, and you can change it to up here to make it the other way. And it is a flipper. And it has the SpeedSafe mechanism. You can see there's a spring there, throwing that thing out. Makes it very fast. And it does have some traction notches on the thumb ramp, which I would give a 4 out of 10. They're not very good. It's got a liner lock. And it does have the same kind of traction notches on the flipper. Those are good enough for the flipper. So the blade markings, you can see the blade markings. It's a Ken Onion design. It's a patented design. And one of the things I really like about this, well, there's the lanyard hole, but you see this little button right here? Right about right there. Right there. If you close the knife and you push this thing forward, it's a lock. So you can't open the knife when that is pushed forward. And you can push it back. You can also tighten that down with a Torx head screwdriver to lock it in place. But you push it towards the rear and it opens again. It's kind of a nice feature. So the specs on this thing are, let's see, the blade is approximately 3 inches. That's about right. And the overall length is right in the, looks like 6 3/4 inches. Let's take a look at the weight on this little Leek, made in the USA, Kershaw Leek. It's pretty light. So that is 2.5 ounces, which is really light. Good for an EDC knife. Not really a workhorse, I would say, but it's nice to have in your pocket. So let's do a little cut test on this Kershaw Leek. Let's try some legal paper. It's always been pretty sharp. not quite razor sharp, but pretty sharp. If I can figure out how to do this. That's better. So these things are easy to sharpen up, and they stay sharp for quite a while. I think I've had this for, maybe 4 years. They're nice to have, and they come in a lot of different colors. And the price is really good for about, I think they're about $45 now. Pretty good value. And I like the SpeedSafe fast opening. Let's do a drop test on this Leek. So you can see it's got a nice sharp point. Probably should have dropped it this way because that's the way the grain is going. I'm going to try that once more. So that's better. It's got a nice sharp point. And the best thing about this, it's made in the USA, and that definitely deserves just a little cowbell. Knuckle bump.